with something really depressing because one of my most depressing songs. No, yeah, and I think I recorded it a while ago. It's called "You're Already Gone." It's right there, you know. It's like one of those. That look in your eyes, the touch that's gone cold. Right there, you know you're in trouble. That yearning inside, from deep in my soul. The things I should say, I wish that you would. It's sort of okay, but not very good. And we could just go on and on. But darling, I know you're already gone. Home that we made, friends that we shared, the walks in the park, the scent of your hair, the dog in the bed, that old maple tree. We could just go on and on. Oh, darling, I know you're already gone. That's pretty good. Hey, Juan. Do 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 do. Ooh. We could just go on and on, on and on. But darling, I know you're already gone. And baby, I know there's just come a time when something is changed. You're no longer mine, and we could just go on and on. But darling, I know you're already gone. That's pretty good. Thank you so much. Yeah, I recorded that a couple years ago. It's on Spotify, like all my stuff. There's Jackie Schroeder. Hey, Rabbi Miriam is listening in the car. And Joseph Aronofsky. And Juan. Thanks so much for joining us. We were a little worried here. We thought we were doing services on the wrong night. Wait. Tonight isn't Friday? Oh, there we go. Now they're popping in. There we go. All right. We just want
Hi,
to.
Rabbi.
How are you?
Good. Good
So you know who
Shabbos.
RB is now?
The guy with the sunglasses. I saw Carol's name. I just made an assumption that
Yeah,
wasn't.
yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, thanks.
Sure. Well, you missed my classic sad song, so I have to do another one for you. Let me.
Okay, great.
This one I'll do something that I didn't write because sad. We're going to be sad tonight. Actually, not because Rabbi Lee is doing the sermon, and she can't be sad. Maybe she can. We'll see. This is a song from 1936. Cigarettes that bears the lipstick traces and airline tickets to romantic places. And still my heart has wings. These foolish things remind me of you. Tinkling piano in the next apartment. Those stumbling words that told me what my heart meant. A fairground's painted swings. These foolish things remind me of you. You came, you saw, you conquered me. When you did that to me, I knew somehow this had to be the winds of March. Make my heart a dancer, a telephone that rings, but who's to answer? Oh, how the ghost of you clings. These foolish things remind me of you. Tinkling piano in the next apartment. Those stumbling words that told you what my heart meant. A fairground's painted swings. These foolish things remind me of you. You came, you saw, you conquered me. When you did that to me, I knew somehow this had to be the winds of March. Made my heart a dancer, a telephone that rings, but who's to answer? Oh, how the ghost of you clings. These foolish things remind me of you. I need a bar gig with a piano and a tip jar. Don't you think? That'd be great. Yeah, that would be fun. Oh, Rabbi Cantor Galit, Zoom's not working. I'm sorry. Joseph Aronofsky said when I said this song was from 1936, Joe said he was 2 years old. All right, God bless you. That's great. So now we have some people. There we go. Good to see you, everybody who's here. Here, I'll do this one. It's one of my favorites to perform live when I got my sax player, because you go. Call the cops. Sal is dead. Yeah, they mowed him down. He's on the ground, lying there in the street, while his blood runs red and warm. He was hot for a dame. What a shame. She belonged to the man, though they met on the sly. When you cross the man, you die. It's all smoke and mirrors anyway. Just a racket they run from up above. It's just P.T. Barnum having a say about love. Oh, love. Cocky dames are ashamed in their brain, Lord. You long to possess them, but their arms and their charms never mean a doggone thing. He was hot for some dame. Oh, what a shame. She belonged to the man, though they met on the sly. When you cross the man, you die. It's all smoke and mirrors anyway. Just a racket they run from up above. It's just P.T. Barnum having his say about love. Oh, love. Cocky dames are a pain in your brain, Lord. You long to possess them, but their arms and their charms never mean a doggone thing. Oh, Fun song to play. Thank you. Smoke and Mirrors. Marnie! James Coates. Thanks so much for joining me this evening. How we doing? Wow, time is here's a little Leonard Cohen influenced song that I recorded a couple years ago also. It's called Nobody Knows. It says, for Leonard. I guess I dedicated it to Leonard Cohen. Nobody knows how to say the holy words no more. Nobody can say 'em the way they used to say 'em before. But it's a secret under lock and key through every holy war. Nobody knows how to say the holy words no more. Nobody knows how to write the holy words no more. Nobody knows the right letters to carve in the door. But I think that's a concept we really should explore, because nobody knows how to write the holy words no more. Nobody knows or remembers the prose, but that's just how it goes. Nobody knows. Nobody knows how to sing the holy words no more. They're crooning karaoke, but it's sounding kinda pokey for sure. There's a lot of notes missing from the heavenly holy score. Nobody knows how to sing the holy words no more. Nobody knows or remembers the prose. It's just how it goes. Nobody knows. Yeah, nobody knows or remembers the prose, but that's just how it goes. Thanks, Bob. Nobody knows. Well, nobody knows or remembers the prose, but that's just how it goes. Nobody knows. Thank you so much. That's my Leonard Cohen tribute song. I've got to send Jim, I'm going to send. I'm going to post the whatchamacallit. Galit can't get in, but she says she needs a link. So that's because she probably logs in with her other thing. Invite.
Rabbi, I sent her the link.
Oh, you did? Oh, what would I do without you, Ellen? You're the best. You're the best. All right. How we doing? A little more time. You know what? I'm going to do a song from my new album. I've been working. Ask my wife. I've been working on this new album for a month or two. So I'm mixing it now. It's getting really good. And let me do one of the songs from the new album. Let's do. This is the title track. It's called "The Met." Some of you have heard it before. I'm going to call the album "The Met." Let's meet at the Met by the bust of Pompeii. Wander through ancient Rome, then move on to Marseille. We can view the pastels and the art of Monet. So meet me at the Met. We'll wander through Egypt, she has her own wing, where mummies and portraits and jewelry and bling. Where the temple of Dender is a beautiful thing. At the Met, at the Met. The horses and knights are posed for a run, with muskets and shield in the blistering sun. And their helmets and armor weighed about a ton, and the battles were bloody and wet. Let's meet at the Met by the bust of Pompeii. We can look at some iconic art on the way to the medieval hall where the tapestries stay on a day we will never forget. At the Met, at the Met, at the Met, at the Met. Horses and knights are posed for a run, with muskets and shields in the blistering sun. And their helmets and armor weighed about a ton, and the battles were bloody and wet. Let's meet at the Met by the bust of Pompeii. We can look at some iconic art on the way to the medieval hall where the tapestries stay on a day we will never forget. At the Met, at the Met, let's meet at the Met. Let's meet at the Met. Thank you so much. That's my song, At the Met. Henry, how are you? Albert. Okay, and everybody who's here, there's a, oh, wow, let me, thank the Lord. Leah's here. My sermon is covered this evening. Thank you so much. Hey, Deborah, how are you? Ellen, Elon, good to see you from the wintry Minnesota plains. Yes, indeed. Shush. John, how are you? Good to see you.
Very well, thank you, Rabbi. Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat Shalom. Hi, Mom. How are you? Mom's on Zoom. Yep. Let's see. I got 4 minutes. Yeah. Let me do this. I'll go do this quickly. This is also from my new album. In my lonely place, in my lonely room, staring into space. A Sinatra tune plays romantically on an old LP. In my lonely place, in my lonely place, at the cusp of dawn, once again I wake. Once again you're gone, like each night before, gone without a trace from my lonely place. Yes, I have regrets, I can't deny. There's never been a fool such as I. Through the lonely night, moonlight casts its glow, while the snowflakes drift to the streets below. And forever I'll never let you go. You'll be wrapped in my embrace, in my lonely place. It's going to be a good album. It's going to be a good have a glass of wine album. Hello, Rabbi Perez. Candy, how are you? Rabbi Cantor Galit is in. Henry. Are you doing the TOPP thing? It's sold out. There's a camp that he and I went to, and it's actually sold out this year. How do you like that? Well, welcome everybody. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure to be here with you all. And let's begin our Shabbat service. Wait a minute. Let me, Mr. Baritone Ukulele. Can you sing anything? What do you want to sing? Why don't you start us off with something? Where is it?
I haven't learned anything yet. What would you like to start with?
What chord you got? You got a D minor on there?
I got A minor.
A minor. Okay, so you can do bim bam. Go ahead, do that. Just strum that. He's gonna wait a minute. Hold on, let me stop the share. Watch Rabbi Elias show off. Here we go.
Bim bam bim 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 bam bim 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 bam bim bam bim 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 bam bim 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 bam.
Everybody.
Shabbat
shalom. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. Hold on. Shabbat shalom. Okay, I haven't done enough. That's enough.
That was incredible. Everybody, big hug for Rabbi Elias. That was his first public performance on the baritone ukulele. Can you believe it? Such talent, such skill. Thank you. It was wonderful.
Toda rabba. Shabbat shalom.
All right, moving right along. Let's do a little Hine Matov. Hine Matov u'manayim. Shevet achim gam yachad. Hine Matov u'manayim. Shevet achim gam yachad. Hine Matov. Shevet achim gam yachad. Hine Matov. Shevet achim gam yachad. La 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 la. La 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la. Let's do this. Ma yaf. I can show you this one, Rabbi Elias. Easy. Ma yafeh. I'll show it to you later. Ma yafeh. Ayo. Shabbat shalom, ma yafeh hayom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shush, if you're there, get your guitar ready. You do something. Coming up. Let's do a little bit of, boy, look at this. See, I have my little thumbnails there. Is that beautiful? Yedid nefesh avarachamon. Yedid nefesh avarachamon. Meshochadecha el ritzonecha. Meshochadecha lai 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 el muladarecha. Yedid nefesh avarachama. Yedid nefesh avarachama. Meshochadecha el ritzonecha. Meshochadecha la 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 el ritzonecha. Yarutz Abdecha Kemo Ayam Ishtachave Lai 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 El Mul Adarecha Ishtachave Lai 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 El Mul Hadarecha. Beautiful. I heard you all singing. All right, let me stop the share. Let me look at all of you. There they all are. You got your guitar? Shush. Yeah, she's already. Look, all right, she's ready. You're gonna light the Shabbat candles, okay? Here we go. Hold on, let me share the screen. There you go.
Sorry. Okay. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech ha'olam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu להדליק נר של שבת.
And I'll stay in the same key as we. May the Lord protect and defend you. May the Lord shield you from shame. May you come to be in Israel, the shining name. May you be like deserving of praise. Strengthen us, O Lord, and keep us from the stranger's ways. May God bless you, grant you long lives. May God make you good husbands and wives. May the Lord protect and defend you. May the Lord preserve you from pain. Favor us, O Lord, with happiness and peace. Oh, hear our Sabbath prayer. Moving right along, ladies and gentlemen. Kosher Biker is here, just in time for the angels. I love that. Okay. Let's see. Hold on. Let me just see everybody again over here. Move this over here. Go like this. Ba-da-bum, 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 ba-da-bum. Who's got a... Shari, you want to do a verse or two from Shalom Aleichem? Shalom. Hold on. Let me. Here we go. Yeah. Do these two and then the last two. So Shari's leading us in Shalom Aleichem.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Bochem l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Just had a couple.
Yeah, that was good. Okay, good. Now I'll spread the love. I'll share the love. Jackie, you want to do the last two verses? Baruchuni?
Okay. Baruchuni l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Zeitchem l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
So you know what? Everybody send some thoughts, Jackie's way. She says she thinks she can't sing, and she can. So there you go. Okay.
Thank you.
Yes, indeed. All right, let's do a psalm here. These are my melodies. This one is L'chuna ranana, l'chuna ranana, l'Adonai. I mean, I didn't write the words, but l'chuna ranana, l'Adonai, Naria, Naria, l'tzud yeshenu, l'chuna ranana, l'Adonai. Now you can sing with me in the English. Let us sing to Adonai. Let us rejoice in our Creator. Let us greet God with thanksgiving, singing psalms of praise. L'chuna ranena, l'chuna ranena, l'Adonai. L'chuna ranena, l'chuna ranena, l'Adonai. Bob says, I already had a good lyricist for that one. That's true. Thanks, Bob.
True, isn't it? Best.
Let's do this one. Also, God was the lyricist for this one. Well, he wrote the melodies too. He, she, whoever. Shiru l'Adonai shir chadash. Shiru l'Adonai shir chadash. Shiru l'Adonai, shiru l'Adonai, shiru l'Adonai kol haaretz. English. Sing a new song to Adonai. Sing a new song to Adonai. Sing a new song, all you people on earth. Shiru l'Adonai shir chadash. Shiru l'Adonai shir chadash. Shiru l'Adonai, shiru l'Adonai, shiru l'Adonai. Kol haaretz. Okay, I'm not as smooth this time, but I thought I could pull it off. Oh, yismachu hashamayim, yismachu hashamayim, yismachu hashamayim. V'tagel haaretz, yismachu hashamayim. Thank you, and my wife was doing it too. Thank you, Elon. Yismachu hashamayim,
Hashamayim.
yismachu hashamayim, v'tagel haaretz. You know, actually, when you bring your partner to a service, I remember Rabbi Weinberg would bring his wife. This one rabbi that we used to go to his services, and his wife was there, and it'd be a very sparse crowd, usually, but she was always there, and he would go Yismachu Hashamayim, and she'd be Hashamayim, Yismachu Hashamayim, v'tagel Let the heavens rejoice, let the earth be glad, let the sea roar. Adonai comes to judge the earth. Adonai will rudge the world and judge the world too in niceness. It's not correct grammatically, but you get my intent. All right, I don't want to do that one. Let's do this one. This is not my melody. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu lehar kadsho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu lehar kadsho. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. Yes, indeed. We got to move along because look. I'm gonna l'chadodi. Yeah, we got to do l'chadodi. Likrat kala, nei Shabbat nekabala. L'chadodi likrat kala, nei Shabbat nekabala. Shamor v'zachor v'dibur echad, yishmianu el hamichad Adonai echad. U'shemo echad, l'shema l'tiferet v'litila, l'chadodi likrat kala, v'nei Shabbat nekabela, l'chadodi likrat kala, v'nei Shabbat nekabela. Boi v'shalom, ateret baila, גם בשמחה ובצהלה, תוך אמוני עם סגולה, בואי חלה, bow to your left. Boi, bow to your right. Chalav. Or you could reverse that. Lecha dodi. Lecha dodi likra kalav. Nei Shabbat nikabela. Lecha dodi likra kalav. Nei Shabbat nikabela. And now Neil Taub will lead us in the Baruch Hu. Coming up right there. Baruch Hu et Adonai. There you go. You're up.
Okay, Baruch Hu et Adonai Hamvarach.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach Leolam Vaed. So repeat that.
Yep. Baruch Adonai Hamvarach Leolam Vaed.
Shkoyach. Shkoyach. Lori, Rabbi Lori, would you please lead us in the Shema?
Sure. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Vaed. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Vaed. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Ending on the 9th. John, would you lead us in the English? You shall love Adonai your God.
I would be honored to, Rabbi. Thank you. You shall love Adonai with God, your God, with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your might. Take to heart these instructions with which I charge you this day. Impress them upon your children. Recite them when you stay at home and when you are away, when you lie down and when you get up. Bind them as a sign on your hand, and let them serve as a symbol on your forehead. And inscribe them on the doorposts of your house and on your gates. Thus you shall remember to observe all my commandments and to be holy to your God. I am Adonai your God, who brought you out of the land of Egypt to be your God. I am Haruach, your God. Adonai Eloheinu.
Beautiful. Thank you, everyone who has led portions of the service. It's an honor to be with you and to share the service with you. Ilan, would you be kind enough to lead us in the Chatzi Kaddish?
יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה.
Amen.
בעלמא דיברה כרותה וימליך מלכותה, בחי יחון וביום יחון, ובחיי לכל בית ישראל, בעגלה ובזמן קריב, ואמרו אמן.
Amen.
יהא שמי רבה מברך לעלם לעלמי עלמיה, יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל, שמי דקודשה בריחו. להלה מכל ברכתה ושירתה, דושבחתה ונחמתה, דאמירן בעלמא, ואמרו אמן.
Thank you so much. Dr. Tina, would you lead us in just this page of the Amidah?
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu ve'Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, ve'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Leah, ve'Elohei Rachel, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor, V'Hanora, El Elyon, גומל חסדים טובים, וקונה הכל, וזוכר חסדי אבות ואימהות, ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה. מלך עוזר, מושיע ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם ועזרא צרה.
Eshkoyach. And Ruthie, I just saw you. Could you do this page for us? Tagi Bor?
אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיי הכל, אתה רב להושיע. מחכה חיים בחסד, מחיי הכל ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר. מי כמוך בעל גבורות, ומידו מלך, מלך ממית ומחיה, ומצמיח ישועה, ונאמן אתה לחיות הכל. ברוך אתה אדוני, מחיה הכל.
Amen. Eshkoyach. Silent prayer now. Hey, Bob, get us started on Oseh Shalom. You know it. You know it by heart. Oseh Shalom B'Ramav, no? Just the song? No? Or you want me to put it up there? Hold on. Just get us started, and I'll take it from there. Oh, here, I'll share it. Even if you can't sing it, just say some words. Here we go.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I've forgotten the melody, so I'll just have to say it.
Oseh Shalom B'Ramav.
Yaseh Shalom Aleinu V'Kol Yisru Yisrael V'Imru Amen.
Let's hear it for Bob. Oseh Shalom B'Ramav. Yaseh Shalom Aleinu Ve'al Kol Yisrael V'Imru Amen. Yaseh Shalom Shalom Aleinu Ve'al Kol Yisrael Yaseh Shalom Shalom Aleinu Ve'al Kol Yisrael Ve'al Kol Yoshvei Tevel Ve'imru Amen. Mazel Tov! It's time to take out the Torah, ladies and gentlemen. And it's time for the Torah service. So, let us begin. Everybody seems to have gotten. Kosher Biker didn't have anything. Well, we'll do something. Vayehibin. So, first of all, let me see. Deborah's iPad. I'd like to invite Deborah's iPad up, and Jeff and Lynn. And Jeff, you guys are going to open the ark, please. Deborah and Jeff. Vayehibin so Aharon vayomer Moshe Kuma Adonai ve'yafutzu oyevecha ve'yanusu misanecha mipanecha ki mitzion tetzei Torah utafar Adonai miYerushalayim Baruch shenatan Torah Baruch shenatan Torah Le'amo Yisrael bihikdu shato. Okay, you guys, open the ark. There's your cue. Jeff, that was brilliant. I love that. Deborah, you guys are amazing. Okay. All right. Very good. And now we're taking out the Torah. Shirley, take out the Torah, will you? Just take it out of the ark, please. Thank you very much. There she goes. She's got it. Okay, Kosher Biker, you're going to say the Shema. All right? Unmute. Just say the Shema. Shema Yisrael.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad.
Everybody, Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Rabbi Marie, I've heard you for the first time like ever. Oh my dear Lord.
My husband got me a new headset.
Yes.
It's a miracle. Let's say Shechianu. Shechianu.
שהחיינו וקיימנו והגיענו לזמן הזה.
בזמן הזה.
Amen.
Mazel tov. That's beautiful.
Mazel tov.
All right, Kosher Bike, you want to do the next sentence? Echad Eloheinu? Go ahead.
Echad Eloheinu, Gadol Adonenu, Kadosh Shema.
Everybody. Echad Eloheinu, Gadol Adonenu, Kadosh Shemo. Gadol Adonai Tiyun Aromima, Shemo Yachda. Mom, we can't see her, but she's there. And Isaac, you're going to carry the Torah around, okay? My mother is at the front with Isaac. There they go. And here we go. Torah, 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 Tziva lanu Moshe. Torah, 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 Tziva lanu Moshe. Torah, 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 Tziva lanu Moshe. Torah, 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 Tziva lanu Moshe. Ellen, I forgot to close the ark. Would you mind closing the ark for us, please? Thank you so much. Yes, I do love Zoom. All right, let's see. Oh my, so many here. Rabbi Elias, you do the blessing before the Torah reading.
Oh, Rabbi Elias.
Okay. What's that?
Baruch Hu Adonai Hamvorach.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach Leolam Vaed.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach Leolam Vaed. Baruch Ata Adonai Eloheinu Melech Haolam. Asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch Ata Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Hey, Marvin Gruber's here. Excellent. I'm going to expand this. So why should I squint? Amen. Ve'ish ki yamaret rosho kereach hu tahor hu. Ve'im mipat panav yamaret rosho ki beach hu tahor hu. V'chi yichyeh b'karachat bo'o b'gavachat. Nega lavan adam dam. Tzara'at. Remember that word, tzara'at. Tzara, it's a good word. Tzara'at porachat hi b'korachto o v'gabachto v'ra'aoto hakohen v'hine se'et hanega levana adam demet b'karachto o b'gabachto Kimar eit tzara. There it is again. Tzarat or basar. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. So let's read. I chose this because it kind of, the first. If a man loses the hair of his head and becomes bald, he is pure. I just wanted you to know that I am pure. Let me see. Is anybody else here fairly pure? Anybody else who's no? Look, Jonathan, he's got too much to go.
Buddy.
All right. If he loses his hair on the front part of his head and becomes bald at the forehead, he is pure. I'm still good, I think. But if a white affection streaked with red appears on the bald part or the front at the back of the head, it is a scaly eruption that is spreading over the bald part of the front or the back of the oy vey smear. It's unbelievable, right? The priest shall examine him. And if the swollen affection of the bald part in the front or at the back of the head is white streaked, God forbid, with red, like the leprosy. So you get my drift. These Torah portions, some present day readers, maybe among you, will be challenged to find contemporary relevance in this Torah portion, which is called Tazria. Tazria. And it speaks, this portion talks in general about the ritual impurity, not only about a man's head, but also incurred by a woman after the birth of a child. That's the focus of this portion. So since early rabbinic times, Jewish commentators have broadly understood this portion and next week's as metaphors for the results of and treatments for malicious gossip. Regardless, the culture and the sensitivities of the time were, of course, drastically different from those in modernity. But I leave the sermon to Rabbi Lee Richmond, because I don't know where she's going with it, but God bless her. She's amazing, and she's going to do something brilliant. Wait, before I go to her, I just want you to know that this Shabbat is also called Shabbat HaChodesh, the Sabbath of the month, and because it precedes the first Hebrew month of Nisan, during which Passover is celebrated. So that's the other thing. And what else? We have a special maftir that's read throughout the diaspora tomorrow, okay, during which the laws of Passover are shared. Next week, I'll share some Passover laws with you. So there you go. So without further ado,
it's also Rosh Chodesh, Rabbi.
It's Shabbat Rosh Chodesh also?
No, it's also Rosh Chodesh. It's literally, we just got into the Rosh Chodesh tonight.
There you go. So we have it's a big reading tomorrow then. Okay. So let me spotlight. There she is. Without further ado, I give you Rabbi Lee Richmond.
Hey, well, Shabbat Shalom, everybody.
Shabbat Shalom.
Recently, I read a Reader's Digest type story about a 5-year-old child who, after being bathed and dressed for a family outing, accidentally tripped and fell down to the ground while walking across her grassy front lawn. When her mother ran to her, asking if she were okay, the child straightened up, dusted some imaginary grass off her clothing, and said, "Now I'm all clean again, inside and out." The story is something I would have simply smiled about, and I thought it was cute, except for the fact that it relates to today's Torah reading. The metaphor is striking. Whether history or myth or some combination of both, our Parsha continues with a set of rules that God gave to Moses in the wilderness in order to teach them how to live as a pure and a holy people under the governance structure that was to be executed by priests. In those days, it was believed that people could fall into a state called ritual impurity, and the injunctions that Moses receives describe what causes that ritual impurity, what happens to you if you have it, and what to do about it to get rid of it. Everything about the body had to be ritually impure. That which comes from outside of the body and that which goes into the body. Last week, you heard about kashrut. That deals with what we put into our body. Tonight, we're going to talk a little bit about the kind of thing that leaks out of the body, such as fluids, menstrual blood, that goes along with childbirth, and as you heard from Rabbi Blaine, diseases of the skin. But we're only going to talk about them for a little while. They were not really sinful. They did and still do affect our emotional state, and therefore kind of remove us from what we do every day. People were aware in the olden days that what happens inside of us affects what we do on the outside. However, ancient societies were unaware of modern psychology, and they attributed psychological diseases to physical causes, and the treatment was always to the body, always to remove what was ritually impure in the body from everyday life of the community. Furthermore, the governance structure at the time was a theocracy led by priests and not presidents. Their daily worship was offering sacrifices, not prayer, and ritual impurities set people temporarily outside the norms of ritual practice for a period of time indicating difference, not sin. And of course, re-entrance into this society was always possible when the time of impurity passed. This parsha, Tazria, meaning, I think it means she bears seed. It describes the process for a woman after childbirth and goes on to describe the different forms of tzarat, which can be any description of any kind of misformation or discoloration on the skin or clothing. The point is that infected people had to acknowledge the problem and stay out of the mainstream until they were cleared for re-entry by the priests. In many ways, all of Leviticus is considered flyover territory of the Torah, wrote Rabbi Rachel Rosenthal, who's an adjunct professor of rabbinical studies and Bible at the Jewish Theological Seminary. This is particularly true of this particular parsha. Many rabbis see it as absolutely the worst. There's no sacrificial worship today. Therefore, there's no ritual impurity, and it seems to have no religious meaning. It's irrelevant, and the material about menstruation and childbirth is degrading and really disgusting to feminists, in fact, to all who are, quote, woke. However, taking metaphorically, the lesson of today's parsha is most important. It's often said that we live in an age of rage. COVID has frightened us and made us angry. It continues to be a threat. The war in the Ukraine worries us, holds us powerless, adds to our anger. Anger that's seen as road rage, anger that we see in supermarkets when we stand in long lines or can't get the food we want, anger at the gas pumps, and anger that was viewed on 30 million people who watched the Oscars. A yearly study by the American Psychological Association reports that 78% of Americans are stressed sufficiently enough to cause knee-jerk reactions where we may be prone to lash out at people without even thinking. Dullness, avoidance of truth, lack of forgiveness, self-centeredness, and knee-jerk expressions of anger are the ritual impurities of our day. I wonder if we have the good sense to call out loud to ourselves, unclean, as did our ancestors call out to the entire community in their day. I wonder if we have the sense actually to have the courage to remove ourselves from others when our anger turns into uncontrollable rage. Psychiatrist Carl Jung, known as the founder of analytic psychology, said this: "Your vision will become clear only when you can look into your own heart. Who looks outside dreams. Who looks inside awakes." He is telling us to scan our internal landscape, to recognize the impurities of heart, and to root them out. As we begin our Passover spring cleaning rituals, let us also scour our interior landscape. May we be pure of heart. May the seed that we bear be wisdom, wisdom enough to avoid the ritual impurities of our time, be they personal or political. Like the child in the story, let us be able to lift ourselves up, enter back into society, and be able to say, I am clean, all clean, inside and out. We can now return to our service, Rabbi Glean.
That's awesome. Thank you, Lee.
I'm going to say that was awesome.
Yasher Koach, Rabbi Lee.
That was awesome.
Yasher Koach, beautiful.
Such an important message.
Truly. I have just a tag for that about a form of kindness that I experienced in Boulder, Colorado. I'm going to share it. Take 1 second. I was, Boulder has these. Again, Rabbi, that was amazing. Drosh, thank you. I was in Boulder. I was waiting in line for coffee, So I get up there. I get a coffee. She says, would you like to purchase, it was in this cool bookstore also. Those of you that have been to Boulder know they have cool bookstores. And they're playing jazz in the background. It's not hip hop. It's not anything. It's mellow music. It's beautiful. It's like, you can think. So I'm waiting online, not to isolate hip hop. I'm talking anything that has a lot of energy. Okay, I'm not trying. And I'm waiting in line, and so she says, would you like to purchase a refill at the same time, with your scone? So I said, gee, it's a great idea, sure, because I like a cup of coffee. I like it hot, and So I'm done. Go back for my cup of coffee, and there's a line. So like everybody, I got in the back of the line. With that, a gentleman got up from his table, walked over to me, and said, sir, excuse me, did you purchase a refill? I said, yes. He says, you don't have to wait in the back of the line. You can go right over there to the dishwasher. He'll refill your coffee for you. And I did that. Now, that might not sound like a lot to you guys, but for me, that was brilliant, because it just said someone was aware of the space and saw a new person in the community and wanted to help. And that's the kind of thing that we need right now. So there you go. Thank you again, Rabbi. Beautifully done. And now we're going to continue with the blessing after the Torah reading. And for that, we're going to go to Marvin Gruber, Mr. After Torah Reading Blessing Gentleman of the Evening. Hold on a second. Let me share that. Hold on. Let me share, Marvin. You ready? Go for it.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher nosan lanu Torah emes.
V'chayei.
V'chayei Olor
Natah
Notain
B'tochenu
B'sokenu Baruch atah Adonai nosein haTorah.
Amen. Amen. What a wonderful service. All right. We're going to now return ask the rabbi. No. Prayer for peace. Let's do that. Lo yisagoy el goy cherev lo yilmadu od milchama yisagoy el goy cherev lo yilmadu od milchama lo yisagoy el goy cherev lo yilmadu od milchama lo yisagoy el goy cherev lo yilmadu od milchama. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, nor shall we have war anymore. And now we're going to do a Misha Berach for those who are ill, and we'll do this one. So please type in the names of those you'd like me to acknowledge. And of course I will. Let me open up the chat. There's the chat. Okay, we got that. All right. Oh, there we go. Olivia, Anastasia, Evan, Coleman, Shelley and Rich, Poland, Rose, Bailarge, all Ukrainians. Danny, Carson, Jordana Green, Amy, Larry G, Ellen, Doreen, Caris, Devora Bat Sarah, Aliyah Leah Bat Sarah, Marcia Feltingoff, Tori, Kim, Valerie Cook, my dear friend Joanne Gleich. Did I get them? Mike, Gary, Dwight, Becky, Judy, and Jan. Earl, Fowler, Lucille, Huot, Sadie. Did I get Fran, Deb, Sophie, and Dan? Edward Johnson, Dawn, Alnut, Georgette, and Gred Marker, must be Fred Meyerowitz. Tom, Ben, Sarah, Bat Rivka. Hi, Rabbi Sarah. Tom, Ben, Sarah, Bat Rivka. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Jada Pinkett Smith. Georgette and Fred Meyerowitz. Sarah Bat Colleen. Perry Bat Betty. Ginny Bat Juana. Rabbi Galit. Ruth, Dick Hulan and family. May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing. Tracy Bott Patricia, Shanna Marshall, Stephen, Sharon, Naomi, Beverly, Steve, Jim, Mike, Joy, and family. And let us say, all who are homeless, humans and animals. And let us say, Marvin, Beth, Tamara, Amy. Amen. Christina, Laurice, all who need healing. Mike. Foster children, may they find homes. We send our healing energy from all these little boxes where we are all around the world. Let's bring some healing thoughts to all those people. May they all be blessed with refuah shalema, with a full healing. Rabbi Marie, you gonna do the Hagbah? Lift up the Torah.
Okay.
There she goes.
She goes.
Very good. Let's see. Shirley, you wrap the Torah, please. I've got you doing a lot of stuff tonight, a lot of exercise. Very good. All right, very good. Now the two of you put the Torah back into the ark, and we will sing Eitz Chaim Hi. Eitz Chaim Hi, L'machazikim ba tomcheha meushar. Rachel darchei noam b'chol netivoteha shalom hashivenu Adonai elecha v'nashuva chadesh yameinu chadesh yameinu. Liz, close the ark. The ark is closed. We begin to conclude our service with Ein Keloheinu. Ready? Here we go. Wait, I can't see it. There we go. Nice chord. Ein Keloheinu, Ein Kadonenu, Ein Kemalkeinu, Ein Kamoshienu, non como nuestro Dio, non como nuestro Señor, non como nuestro Rey, non como nuestro Salvador. Mi Eloheinu, mi Kadonenu, mi Kemalkeinu, mi Kamoshienu, quien como nuestro Dio, quien como nuestro Señor, quien como nuestro Rey, quien como nuestro Salvador. Change the slide. Here, whoops, here I go. Baruch Eloheinu, Baruch Adonai, Baruch Malkeinu, Baruch Moshienu, bendicho nuestro Dio, bendicho nuestro Señor, bendicho nuestro Rey, bendicho nuestro Salvador. Atahu Eloheinu, Tahu Adoneinu, Tahu Malkeinu, Tahu Moshienu, Tu el nuestro Dio, Tu el nuestro Señor, Tu el nuestro Rey, Tu el nuestro Salvador. Aleinu leshabeach ladon hakol lated gedula leotzeh bereshit shelo asanu כגויי הארצות, ולא שמענו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני מלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד. We continue now with the mourner's Kaddish. I wanted to acknowledge Rabbi Jordania's dad. He's having a memorial service on Tuesday. Anyone else? Yes, indeed. The 7 Jewish, 3 Muslim, and 1 Christian Israelis murdered this week. By the enemies of peace.
I'm saying Kaddish for my soul friend, Everett Buss.
Oh, okay. Would you like to lead us in the Kaddish?
I would love that.
Okay.
Thanks.
Anyone else? Okay, let me put up the... I want to acknowledge a gentleman called me today. Yesterday, he lost his pussycat. His pussycat's name is Macaroon, so we can think about Macaroon as well. All right, the mourner's Kaddish.
Yitgadal v'yitgadash shemei Rabbah.
Amen.
V'yalma divrach irte v'yamlich malchute. V'chayechon v'yomechon uv'chayedecho beit Yisrael. V'agala v'zman kariv v'imru. Amen.
Amen.
Yehei shmei Rabbah mevarach le'olam olamei amaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yipa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal. Shmeid kudasha. Brechu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tushbachata v'nechemata. Ta'amiran bi'alma v'imru. Amen. Yehei shlama Rabbah min shemaya v'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen.
Amen.
Oseh shalom b'mramav hu ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'al kol yoshvei tevel v'imru. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Mishkach. Thank you so much. Thank you for leading us in the Kaddish. Ladies and gentlemen, well, thank you so much for coming this Shabbat. I'm gonna put a little link in here. Excuse me. Thank you, Jim, for posting all that you do there. I'm putting a link in here. Excuse me. Pardon me for the hiccup. Well, as I explained in the chat, there is a tradition, and maybe I'll explain it next week before Passover. Yeah, next Friday. There's a tradition that if you have any chametz laying around in your house, because you can't find everything, right? So you would sell it. You would lease it to the rabbi, who would then sell it to a person who's not Jewish for $1 or for a few bucks, and then at the end of the 8 days, the chametz would revert back to you. So, but I devised a different system where if you sign up, you're taking personal responsibility to take care, to try and not eat chametz, to clean your kitchen, to do basic stuff and not go through the hocus pocus part. So I have a little form there. If you're interested, you can just click on that and take the link and fill it out, and you should be good. And of course, if you want to send us a donation, we're good with that too. But that's not as important as you getting ready for Passover and tidying up a little bit and going to buy your matzah and doing all the things that you do. All right, maybe separating a place in your kitchen. We'll talk about Passover next week. Any good stuff from the community that you'd like to share this evening? Yes, Jim.
Rabbi, why don't you post that on the website, because this chat goes away.
in a couple of minutes.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I will. I will. I'll post
Okay,
it.
thank you.
Thank you. I guess I could put it right in the chat, right? That's probably a good place to on the website.
Yeah, if people click on it now, they'll get it. But once the Zoom ends, this chat goes away.
Right. Okay, thanks, Jim. And thanks. Listen, thank you, Jim, for all you do. We appreciate you. So who's got something good? Liz, you got something good? Oh, Jackie's got something good. Go.
Oh yeah, my first grandson, Aiden, he got honorable mention in the Washington Post for his great performance as a pole vaulter.
You're kidding me. How cool is, how high is he going? 12 feet?
So far, 12.6.
Wow. Oh, man.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's right. He made 13.
13 feet. Wow.
Yeah, he's only been doing it for a year. It's great, right?
That's, because that's such a scary thing too. Yeah, I don't know about you, but the idea of going up on a pole like that, that's really, it shows you how strong he is to be able to do that.
Yeah.
Who else?
I have something good.
What do you got, Lee?
My granddaughter won the regional Metropolitan Opera contest, and she'll be in the regionals at the Met, trying out for the semifinals this month.
Is that crazy? Yeah, I've heard her. She's unbelievable. Rabbi Richmond's granddaughter, unbelievable. What a stimme, what a voice she's got. Beautiful. Yes, Lori, Rabbi Kirschman, rather.
I mean, if we're kvelling here,
yes. Kvelling, that's the best thing. Yes.
Yeah. So my 17-year-old, they won mock trial state champions again. They're going national. She's the captain of the team, co-captain. And my other daughter, Gabby, just got accepted to NYU grad school.
Oh,
she'll be your neighbor.
Oh wow! Wow, that's cool.
Psychology grad school.
Lovely.
That's great. Wow, Mazel Tov. A lot of nachas. A lot of nachas tonight, huh? Yeah. Well, I have something good. I saw my daughter last week and her boyfriend, and they both work for Google. Thank the Lord. Praise the Lord. They're very happy. It's great. Anyone else?
The baby. Where's the baby?
The baby's in Jersey with my daughter, and thank God all is well with the baby. Thank you for asking. Next, I don't have anything on the desktop, but thank you. All right. So if that's it, Shah Baruch Atah Naim El Chalam She'akol Niyeh Bidvaro.
Amen.
Yivarecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. Yair Adonai panav elecha v'yichuneka. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yaseim lecha shalom. May the Lord bless and protect you, and shine a loving light from up above. May the Lord never cease to grant you joy and peace. May your hearts be overflowing with love. May the Lord never cease to grant you joy and peace. May your hearts be overflowing with love. Have a wonderful week, ladies and gentlemen. God bless you. We'll see you next week. Thanks, everybody.
By the way,
Rabbi.
By the way, that cherry blossom.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom, everybody.
Shalom, everybody. Thank you.
Shabbat shalom.
And
everybody.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom. Shabbat
Hi,
shalom.
Deborah.
What a crowd. What a nice crowd. Very good.
Hi, Lori, Tom.
Bye.
Hi, Jackie.
So cute.
Hi, Mom.
They all love each other. It's beautiful. All right. See you later, alligator.
See ya.
Shabbat shalom.
Yeah.
Good night, Lar.